What is going on, everyone? Welcome into Big Time Football Talk. So I want to get into this. I want to break down DeAndre Swift, the Detroit Lions' recent second-round pick in the 2020 NFL Draft. This was a pick I love for the Detroit Lions. I talked about how they took him. They got Jeff Okudah, another play I love. I think DeAndre Swift makes a big impact year one for the Detroit Lions. The Detroit Lions love to... They have a guy in Kerryon Johnson. If he's healthy, he can run the ball between the tackles. I think Swift's a guy that can run between the tackles, also does a lot of work in the passing game, which is critical for the Detroit Lions. The Lions, you've seen in years past, whether it's Theo Riddick, Amir Abdullah, they love a guy that they can swing the ball to the backfield. Matthew Stafford loves to check it down to the running backs. I think DeAndre Swift is a great fit for the Lions trying to do that. Also can run between the tackles. I've watched a ton of film on DeAndre Swift. He's a super tough kid. He's only measured in the combine, only about 5'8", ran a 4.48, 4.49, super fast. He's very thick built kid. His dad owns a gym, so he was lifting a lot. He told everyone that being average scared him, and that really sunk into me. What he says, because he's a guy that's just been determined. Probably had some doubters early on. I don't know if this is true, but being a short player like that at only 5'8", but DeAndre Swift, a lot of heart, take some shots, man, when he runs up the middle, because there's some big linebackers in the SEC. He just pops right back up. So I worry about his health a little bit in the NFL. Didn't really deal with a lot of injuries at Georgia. Was banged up for, I think he was banged up a little bit for the SEC title game versus LSU. They didn't give him a lot of carries. So, I mean, hopefully there was something going on, because that was ridiculous how they didn't give him a lot of carries in the SEC title game. But yeah, the linebackers only get bigger and hit harder in the NFL. So I worry about durability, but it's not, I guess I shouldn't be as concerned about it, because they'll have Kerryon Johnson. Will take the load off of Swift a little bit. But I'm so excited for DeAndre Swift. And for fantasy too, guys, that's a guy to watch out for. I talked about Cam Akers. Those are guys that'll come into pretty good situations. Year one, they'll get some touches. If you're into PPR league, DeAndre Swift's a guy to really watch out for. So, because the Lions really love to swing it to him. No Theo Riddick anymore. No Amir Abdullah. Abdullah been gone for a couple years now. But the Lions they'll know how to use Swift. Definitely get him implemented in their offense. But, yeah, he has got it's called like a dead leg move. He kind of just like stops and fakes and makes a great cut. Cuts on a dime. One of the quickest guys at cutting I've seen in a long time. Was my favorite running back in the draft. There was a very good running back class. J.K. Dobbins, DeAndre Swift. There's several guys that were real good. But Swift's impact year one is just critical for the Lions, because Kerryon Johnson, you saw in the games where he rushed, what was it? Kerryon Johnson the Lions finally had a 100-yard rusher in 2018 when Kerryon Johnson finally did it. But you saw when games that Kerryon Johnson ran the ball well, the Lions had success. That is really one thing that I have just pounded my fist on the table for the Detroit Lions, if they can just get a running game going. I think Kerryon Johnson and DeAndre Swift next year could be the best 1-2 punch in the NFL if both stay healthy. But even if Kerryon Johnson gets healthy, I'm interested to see. I think that Swift could carry that workload, being the in between the tackles and the third down back. But yeah, thanks for tuning in to Big Time Football Talk. Until next time, peace.